This used to be silver, as it will indicate on the stamp of the right there, the clasp. But the whole thing was silver, including the necklace, and the necklace still sort of is, but the little jingle dingle bell it makes a pretty sound. It's hollow, but it was silver, and now it's kind of gold. And I did that. It's mostly from like electroplating, but I think it happens in a solution, a liquid solution, so it's more like just plating. I don't know. It was energy nonetheless that transferred it from one material, and it's getting coated with that. I didn't paint it on there, it just attached itself through and then I polished it, but it looks more like I scratched it, but I just polished it because it has some other corrosion on there too. And in the plating process, you want to always keep it like well polished so that it develops just a pure layer of whatever you're trying to add on to it, instead of just a dirty layer of globby yuck. And it'll last longer that way. It seems kind of a waste because you're wiping most of it off every time and having to redo it, and it can eventually just kind of just discourage you, or especially if you wipe a lot of it off, or it just doesn't set right. But this one set pretty well, as I was able to clean it enough to, you can still see that it's not silver anymore. It sure does make a nice sound. This is, I think, for pregnant women to wear while they're carrying the baby before it's born, so that it can like get used to the sound and resonate to it. So like you can make them be a higher or lower frequency depending on what you want them to do with their life. You can start programming them in the womb to respond to and to become different sound frequencies, and lower sounds send information and higher sounds receive it. So this, I would imagine, is a sender instead of a receiver. The tinkle tinkle of silver, like what silver usually sounds like, isn't that. It's way higher. But this would produce probably a mellow child that never really got upset, hardly ever, if ever, and was able to communicate clearly, precisely, calculated, but not very often. And so they would be like a mysterious, quiet type, or just a really easy person to get along with, not high-strung or quick of thought too much, but they would be dependable and considerate.